I believe that chatbots are overrated. These days, it seems like every other AI product defaults to a chatbot interface, probably because ChatGPT is a chatbot. But I think AI really needs a UI revolution. Chat is a great interface for some use cases, but it's not the right one for all of them. The biggest problem is that it places the burden of finding use cases on the user. Its open-endedness is both its biggest strength and biggest limitation. It's infinitely flexible and personalized, but it can also be extremely confusing for people who don't know what to ask. Also, people don't know what they don't know. Writing a good prompt is hard. It takes a lot of prior knowledge to be able to ask good questions. And chat interfaces are reactive. The user must initiate the interaction, and we humans are lazy. Today, I'll talk about 4 types of innovative interfaces I've seen for AI products, and the specific products that inspired these observations. The first type is what I call async co-creation between human and AI. The primary example is Granola, the AI meeting note-taker. There are hundreds of AI meeting note-takers on the market. What sets Granola apart is the interface. For most AI note-takers, the AI transcribes everything people said, and then you're given a summary in the end. But Granola is different. In Granola, you actually also need to take notes during the meeting on a notepad, like on the left. But these can be just rough notes, kind of like the messy notes to self that you type on your Apple Notes. At the same time, the AI is also transcribing what everyone said. After the meeting, the AI combines your rough notes with the transcription, transforming your notes into a polished, enriched, and structured version, like on the right. So this is basically asynchronous collaboration between you and the AI. Because you wrote parts of it yourself, the quality of the notes feels a lot higher. I really like Granola's interface because it puts humans in the loop without compromising the intuitiveness of the note-taking experience. The second type of interface is personalized content engines. The first interface I saw in this category was NotebookLM's audio overview, and most recently, video overview. You can upload any material like PDFs or long YouTube videos, and NotebookLM will transform or remix it into a podcast with 2 AI hosts. Their back-and-forth conversation feels very natural and makes it a lot easier to digest difficult content. The new video overview feature takes it even further. It transforms your content into an explainer video with AI-generated graphics, strips, and voiceover.
Self-attention lets the model, for every single word it's processing, look at the entire sentence at the same time.
And honestly, the best way to think about it is like you're at a noisy cocktail party. Let's say you want to understand a specific topic.
Note that this is not summarizing content, nor is it traditional text-to-speech. This is remixing content. I like the idea of content remix because we all learn in different ways. Some people are visual learners, some people prefer to listen, others prefer to read, but only in a certain style. With AI, we can basically remix any type of content into any other type of content, say research paper to podcast or long video to short video. This allows people to consume content that they otherwise would not consume. For example, I don't have a technical background, so I find AI research papers very intimidating to read, but I can totally listen to a 5-minute explainer video on the same paper generated by NotebookLM. The AI translates technical concepts into layman's language, and the visuals further help enhance my understanding. Another product I'm watching in this space is Huxe, which is a startup founded by the team that previously worked on NotebookLM at Google. It's also centered around the idea of the personalized content remix, except that in this case, the content comes directly from your existing personal context, like your emails and your calendar. You can connect Huxe to your email and calendar, and it will generate a personal audio AI briefing with the 2 AI hosts about stuff in your inbox, what you can expect for your day, and also the latest news. You can listen to it while commuting to work. It's kind of like having a personal chief of staff giving you a briefing to get you ready for your day. The product is still pretty early stage, but given the team's track record, I'm very excited to see where it goes, and just in general very excited about the idea of hyper-personalized content for one. Another product along these lines is Pillowtalk, an AI-powered personal voice journal app. First of all, it's just the most beautiful AI app I've ever used. Secondly, unlike most other AI companions or wellness apps, it's not a chatbot. You can yap into a microphone about whatever is on your mind, and then you can see an AI-generated analysis about what you just said, which surfaces insights about your thought patterns and characteristics. The AI is basically like a mirror of yourself, helping you understand yourself by seeing you from an outsider's perspective. To me, this is also a type of remix, turning first-person content into third-person content, turning the subjective into the objective. It allows us to see ourselves in refreshing ways. The third category for AI interface is what I call a button that says 1,000 words. This category consists of products that have thoughtfully designed buttons in GUIs that convey a lot of useful information coupled with surrounding context. For example, I use the AI podcast app Snipd, which has a feature called Create Snip. When you're listening to a podcast and want to note something down, you can press this button and then the AI will take the current timestamp and turn the corresponding transcript into a knowledge card, like an insight or a piece of advice, which you can then save or share. This is a great interface because it's extremely low friction, just a click of a button, yet it conveys a lot of context to the AI. Like, I'm currently at 43 minutes and 35 seconds in this podcast episode. I find this line particularly interesting. Help me note it down for future reference and rewrite it in a nice format. This is what I call maximum context with minimum effort. A similar interface can be found in a meeting note-taking app, Quill.
This is a really cool button. This basically takes a highlight and highlights the thing that was just said so that later on in the notes it will draw attention to it. And I'll show you that later.
When you're in a meeting and someone says something you want to note down, you can just click highlight point and Quill will note down the current timestamp.
Originally, I just wrote this, but then what it enhanced was these things around when I said them or when I highlighted them, which is really, really cool. Isn't that awesome?
After the meeting, the AI will enrich your notes with what was said at the specific timestamp. By clicking that button, you're basically telling the AI this is worth taking down. The fourth type of interface is AI-generated feeds. I still believe the feed is one of the best interfaces invented in the mobile internet era because it's more proactive. Let's face it, humans are lazy. Most people don't want to type. We just want to sit back and scroll content. The point is, can AI deliver personalized feeds that are not brain rot, that actually makes us feel good and learn stuff? The most established AI-generated feed products I've seen are mostly in the news category, such as particle news. The AI remixes content written by the media into short articles, and you can also adjust the tone and style. The content is delivered in a personalized feed with recommendation algorithm that you can also tinker with. I think this interface is great. However, I'm not using particle news as much as I like, simply because I don't get my news from the media anymore. I get my news from X and newsletters and other types of social media. News is still a productivity use case, and we must remember that most people in the world want to kill time, not save time. What I'm looking forward to is seeing AI-generated feeds for entertainment. We're seeing an inkling of this in Pika and Character AI's mobile apps, and recently I saw a cool product called Spielwerk that is basically a feed of mini games that users have vibe coded with AI that you can scroll through, and you can also remix on top of other people's games. In sum, here are some things that I think the above products got right when it comes to interfaces. 1. Bring humans in the loop at the right times in a frictionless way, like Granola asking you to take notes yourself. 2. Get users to give maximum context to AI with minimum effort, like how you can take notes in Snipd with one click. 3. The best AI products might make the AI invisible or behind the scene. Like in Particle News, the user only needs to interact with the fruit of the AI's labor, not the AI itself. Focus on the user's job to be done. AI is just the enabling technology that gets the job done. It's a means to an end. 4. Have the AI come to the user, not the other way around. Like in Huxe, most of the time you don't need to give any prompt. The AI just comes to you with readily made content generated from your personal context. If we look back in history, the personal computer revolution itself was driven largely by interface innovations like the graphical user interface and the mouse. These replaced command-line interfaces and made computers accessible to regular folks, not just scientists and programmers. Similarly, the mobile internet revolution was largely driven by the touchscreen, which was also an interface innovation. 2/3 of Americans still haven't used ChatGPT. If we really want the benefit of AI to reach more people outside of the tech bubble, we need more intuitive interfaces that are truly accessible to everyone. While we think about raising the ceiling of intelligence, we should also think about how to lower the barrier for usage with innovative user interfaces.